It does.
All right, this is the first time I've live streamed on the videos. Once we get in the house, it's like a tunnel, so you guys will be able to see the whole install. So for right now, we are going to load the stuff on. Like I said, I'm gonna let you be in control, Tony. So if you'll in the video, David and I getting this on and all that. So maybe we'll get some viewers, maybe not. I don't care, but at least we'll have done it once.
Right. I need to go ahead and start sending them $100 gifts.
I can be like that guy that went to Cyrex's house and be like, send me a pizza. Send me a pizza. Send me a pizza. I pulled up to this guy's house with a pick on it. Send me a pizza. Low pizza, whatever his name was. Another LOL cow. All right. This one's the one we're going to have to highlight. So the no-lift part's awesome. So we got a sidewalk there that's solid that we can push it across. If we were going across like grass or rock or sand, this Omni cart works better. I would use the Omni cart to get it to like the house, then I'd put it on the no lift. We're gonna have to high low this one here, so as you can see, it's dirty on top. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off this dust so that the suction cups will stick to it. The grippo, I see it.
I stuck the charger and battery. One of the chargers full.
This one's full too. You got one of those. So we're gonna take the grabbo and we're gonna take a regular suction cup. It should be good. I thought about moving the stove out of there, but I think between us we're strong enough where we should be able to high low it and not mess this thing up.
We could all just set in the truck and we could do it. I'll take the high side over here. So I'll take my side high, and we'll just need to slide it back, and then we should be able to inset it into the wall there. I don't even think you'll need yours there. Yeah,
These grab-ons, if you got people that let them fall off all the time, eventually they're not going to work 100%. So
That's the issue with mine. Let's see. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Spider on back. Hand over there. Spider back. There. Good enough. That one side loaded in there. Alright, let's take our cart back out. I'm gonna get my soda. So we got a port one day with berries. It was straight up. And I'm going down there and he just lets go of the cart at the top of the ramp. So I'm guessing the guys put these cutouts on here. That way when they put that long piece on, it would have some support. So we'll just be setting these out of the way. Got that. I don't really think you need to tighten these down. For the most part, like I said, there will be situations. Like if you're going to lift up like this, you're going to be grabbing the top to lift. And if you tighten those down, it'll keep the top from lifting up. Or if you're at a big angle and there's a chance the top will slide, you know, then you might want to tighten them down. But in most situations, gravity is pulling the top down and pulling them down, so it's really not necessary. This is the same piece here. Of course, I put it on this side because the dishwasher's on the other side. And honestly, a lot of times we don't put seams in it, but this was longer than the slab was, so we don't have an option. So with the no lift, once you use it a bunch, you kind of get a pretty good idea of how high you need to lift it. I'm a little too high, but it doesn't end of the world. Or you just pull it back, let these fall down. Mine don't fall down like they should, but this thing's got a bunch of miles on it.
Even it out. Now we're going to push it on over. Once we get it to where it'll stay without the cart, we go ahead and get the cart out of the way. With the cart out of the way, you can get in here and handle it like it needs to be handled. And one thing new guys don't seem to understand about this type of work is it's not about being brute strong, man. Not at all. You know, strength does come into play, but it's way more about finesse than it is about just being super strong. I had so many people come in and try to show off how strong they are and end up messing stuff up. You are, I promise you, you are not going to impress me with your feats of strength. I'm almost 50 years old and I'll go toe to toe with anybody that walks through this door for our strength players. You can push it back over a little bit. Alright, that should be good. We had like an inch between the refrigerator and the cabinet here. I just went ahead and scooted over to just to give us a little more play. The two number one things, or the number one and number two things when installing countertops in a customer's house. Number one is personal property damage. You want to make sure you don't damage the customer's refrigerator, you don't damage their floor, dishwasher, slide. You just don't mess up their stuff. Nothing gonna make a customer more upset than messing up their stuff. Number two is not breaking the stone or messing it up. If you can handle those two things, you're in good shape. We're going to need a set of pliers or something for that because I'm not breaking my knife on it. I don't know if these are going to work, but we have those side cutters in there.
We should have a monkey paw in there too.
Yeah, but monkey paw, the back knife.
I was gonna say your knife is working better.
The back knife got it, David. You got it? Yeah. I think we're good. You want to watch out for stuff like that in cabinets. You know, those set up 1/8 of an inch, and that's right on your sink bar. So if everything else is flat, that's pushing 1/8 inch up in the center of your sink. There's a chance it could break your sink. And if you look under here, come in and show you. You should always look once you set a top down, see if it needs shim. It's not the end of the world on a solid top like that, because it ain't going to break just because it's not on the cabinet. But, you know, it's better to take a look, pop some shims under just for safety purposes. Now, if it's a sink run, immediately once you set it down, you want to look and check for gaps, and you want to have shims prepared. I guess all this rain's coming from Hurricane Melissa.
Yeah, it is. Isn't that weird?
Let me move this other piece.
So it looks like we have 4 viewers and 1 like.
most part of that by 10 will be in business. They keep thinking over stuff we might get complete.
Hi, puppy.
What's happening?
What you doing out here in the rain?
Rando dog.
Oh, this girl I went to school with, I mean, I don't know her personally. She lives down here in North Carolina. I'm friends with her on Facebook. Cause we went to high school together and stuff. But I got on Facebook today. I seen that she set up a no phone me. I guess her dog has something wrong with it, and if it doesn't have a surgery, it's gonna kill it. One, two, three. So I'm probably gonna send her some money. Let's see if we can scoot her down here. I just keep her. If something happens to one of my pets and I can't afford it, I would hope somebody help me out, because they're mine are definitely my family. I sit down and pray with mine at the minimum every morning. Minimum. I usually get down on my knees and pray with them every morning and every afternoon after work. Let me grab my before the no-lift system, carrying the tops in used to be 100% the number one hardest part of any job. Now with the no-lift system, as long as you use your brain and you're not a complete freaking dummy, getting the tops in are pretty simple. If you can still mess up, if you just don't care. I'm sure a ton of people be scratching cabinets with their car or freaking breaking sink tops, and you still gotta, you still gotta put your sink bars on and all that stuff, but it makes life a lot easier for sure. Side yours out, look at it. Just want to make sure you're off of that cabinet before you start lowering it down, because it'll scrape the crap out of it. We'll get it all squared up. How that look for shins? Let's go ahead and get us a handful of shins and set it on this. That way you want to put this sink right in, we'll have some handy.
You want to make sure you have yourself a big spit can on every jar. 5-gallon bucket works perfect. And another thing is if you see the floor, we try to cover the whole area where we'll be walking and setting stuff down. It gets moved around as we go, but that's just another way to show respect for your customer, is to cover the floor. You'd be surprised at how we'll get all that taken care of there once we get this in. You have plenty of time to do it while I'm putting the scene together. That's the thing, that's why I tell the guys, just we'll get all this squared up once we get the tops in. A lot of times on an install, the guy who's not doing the scene, or the guys who aren't doing the scene, they got a lot of time to just kind of not do a whole lot of anything. So, you know, if you just don't stress that stuff till you get everything in, that'll leave something for you to do while your guys working on your seam and all that. That way, you know, you make the best use of your time. I know most people don't think about that, because they're not the one paying for the time. But when you start being the person that pays for the time, you want to make the best use of the time. On any job, right here is your most dangerous top. I would about guarantee this is the top that costs people the most money, the most problems. Guarantee it's the most slacked on top. Because people would rather risk breaking their top than taking, I don't know, y'all can time me on how long it takes to set this up. Taking 5 minutes with a bar across. When we're putting our straps on here, guys, want to pay attention. Well, this is starting to get pretty bent, so we don't have to freaking, I don't know, Arnold Schwarzenegger it when we're freaking pinning it down. On a sink run like this, your guy on that end should be in control because he's got the biggest area without a hole in it. Me, I only got a little bit without a hole, so the chances of me breaking it, if I try to control everything, are a lot greater than if he does. So now we're just going to lean it out first, get our grips on it, and we're just going to pick it up and get it close to the cart. 1, 2, 3. You always want to be straight up and down, and you want to be in sync. David's going to need to come just a little bit toward me, probably. 1, 2, 3, up. Now let's go on back toward you, though. 1, 2, 3. That should be good. I just wanted to get the sink on here. Now we'll put a little on there. Always raise the resting on it. Now we'll go ahead and put our bars on here. This is a small sink. They got a small sink cabinet. I try to leave a water bottle up here because these suction cups work a lot better if you spray them with water.
I can't handle mine till David gets his handle, because I can't be pressing on this hard, so it takes both of my hands. I'm gonna make sure they stick in. Alright, this should do a good job protecting us. There you go. Hold on, we're gonna be able to make that turn. If that's the case, then let's come down.
We made it with that longer piece, but it wasn't on a cart.
That's what we're gonna need to do. We're gonna need to turn around, go in, and back it up in there. You always want to make sure of your path before you go in. Like I knew that was a sharp turn at that door. Gotta watch your walls and all that stuff. Hold on. Alright, you should be able to pull yours in some. Like this like that. Alright, so we're jammed up now. Alright, come back to me.
This is another reason we have seen. This is not a big issue. Alright, so the phone died. I apologize. We had chargers set up here, but they didn't let me know we was about to die. So we got that top in, we just adjusted it a little bit here. I'm gonna try to set this phone up where you got it down. That's pretty good right there. So the orientation is locked. Rotate device back. There we go. That looks pretty good, I think. Alright. Our bars, you always want to check your bars, make sure they ain't sliding around. Alright, if they move, they're not good. Ain't protecting nothing if it moves. Alright. Put me on the side with the same, please. This, you never ever want to lift up on your sink gun. I need to go down a hair. And this finesse comes in. And I need to go down a little more. And a lot of times you'll find people be pushers and people be trying to do things that don't need done. Sometimes I tell new guys, what are you doing? Well, I thought if I did this, I would don't freaking think, man. Just do what I tell you to do. And you'll say, don't lift up on the top. And they go to move it, and you'll see it. You put your freaking leg between the gaps. And they're like, I didn't lift it. Mm-hmm. Let's start it over some. Be easy. This is another area where you get messed up at. Wow. Before you take your bars off, you always want to make sure you got it leveled up as you can. Normally I put a laser level on my cabinets. I didn't bring one in at first on this one, but as you can see, this is quite a bit off.
Oh, I'm sorry, is that quarter touching? It is quarter touching. It's the middle touching.
How many of y'all watching? Hit that like button. Send some money. $1, $5, $100. Anything works.
I guess it's time for their first cigarette break, even though they smoked two on the way here. We're going to sink this one in a little bit. just got it.
These are just gotta be nice right from there.
Yeah. It might have been a good idea to keep that cord in here until we got that one knocked out and stuff. The vacuum in here.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and get it, bring it over here, and let's clean all this up so that we can, not get it everywhere. I'm gonna have to find out what we're gonna do with this while we notch this.
I'm just gonna use a little back there for it.
I don't know about the back now. I don't think the back is gonna work, 'cause I gotta cut that and I gotta chip it all the way back in there. Let's roll it up. Alright, I should be able to lift her up back up in there. Oh, it goes
But with this glass.
Yeah, I was about to say, we don't wanna get it too close to that crack.
Pretty close. I think that's looking pretty decent. That's about right there. I'm not a big fan of putting this stuff on here before we're ready. We've never done that before. Huh?
Is it ready to be slid back?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good reason why we don't do that. Alright, so that's what I wanted us to be up against that metal, so we should be good there now. Oh, I had it turned around, flipped it the wrong way.
Worst live stream ever.
Sorry guys, I'm doing my best. Doing my best. That charge should, that's a fast charger he let me use, so should charge up pretty quick.
Yeah, we have all box there. Literally right. Another one.
All this vacuum cleaner.
You gonna use this for next?
There.
Right.
What's up?
White and black.
Yep. Oh, I thought it was
Black and yellow. Black and yellow.
I'm gonna adjust the phone and set it up over here. Way we can see this scene pretty good. Tony, pass me a box of rags. Pass me one of the boxes of rags. Let's get it up there. I guess it's just like that. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco right there. We got one person. Probably 20,000 camera movements and shakes and this and that. That's alright. That's alright. All I'm doing is trying to level this seam up now. It's a test run for the live stream. I've got a couple things to hold the phone and all that, and I'll get that together. Next time we will do better. Gee whiz.
you gotta do, but still,
It's a process.
Yeah.
It's step by step. Get it in, then you gotta try to get everything.
Yeah, it's always
lined
the hard
up,
part
make
after
it
you get
pretty and all that stuff. But everything's going pretty good.
That's great. Is there anything you need, y'all need water or anything like that?
No, sir, we're good. Thank you
Okay.
though.
All right, no problem.
But yeah, no major issues, and that's a plus. Yeah.
That's good. I hope it stays that way.
Yep, me too.
I'm gonna blame if you go, they will leave you short.
I've never seen that in a whole like this.
Me neither.
That multi-tool.
Look at that. One solid silicone.
Yep. Alright, so now we got the thing pretty lined up and the level it's level in between the lines. Still need to go up a little bit in this back corner here. Got a little play back there. Oh, you pass me that hammer, bro. Thank you. The only bad thing about sinking into the wall is if you have to shim up, you gotta keep trimming the wall. The seams are normally the most time-consuming part of the job, and if you don't do it right, it's going to freaking cost you a lot of time and a lot of money. So we use a level, make sure everything's nice and level, don't flop around. You don't want to have a bridge, you know, you want it to be flat. You don't want it up like this or down like that. And you want to make sure that you can take a a razor blade and go across it. Nice and smooth. Just like that. Alright, now we can set our level to the side. I would not, I don't ever freaking put my 6 foot level up and land it like that because it'll fall down. And I pay quite a bit for this level. Not only that, you can mess up customer stuff by knocking it with a level too. If you lay it flat on the ground, then the chances it falls are pretty low. With quartz, it's extremely important to clean your seam. With granite, not that huge of a deal, but I try to go ahead and clean mine up a little bit anyway. You want to make sure you got enough space in here that way you can get your epoxy and such in. And hopefully the guys at the shop run the same phantom on it. I looked at this one, I know they did. I'm talking about you and your shop. Yeah. Just leave the grab off. I got that cleaned out pretty good. I guess we don't need to know that this is a seam anymore. Hopefully when we're done, nobody will know it's the same. But we'll see. We shall see. Tommy mixed me up a minuscule amount. Well, he didn't make that. He pulled me out a minuscule amount of oh, Lord. Y'all bear with me. He probably only went on a couple hundred of these. This is, I always put too much. I'm the one paying for the epoxy, so if I don't put too much, I'll put too much. Because I always separate it. You know, I'll put half on another sheet here. That way if we run across any chips or anything while we're working, and I always put a skim coat. It's just good to have an extra batch, don't you think, David? Alright. We're gonna mix this stuff up now, so I guess the live stream good for this, so you can kind of see how little it takes. So the gray, I tell you, it doesn't take a lot, man. If you put too much, you're gonna be gray. So how much I put, and you see how freaking gray that makes it. But we're not going for gray. The primary of this, to me, is kind of a white gray, more white than gray. Now I can put some white in here. I go with a lot more white than I do gray. Something like this right here is what I'm looking for. And then I just put some on here to see what I look like. I think that'll work.
Did you
bring the drill in? Did you bring in the drill?
So now we're gonna separate it. We'll leave this on here because we got all our color and stuff, and then we'll put our hot one on this. So now we're gonna set up our Aardwolf joint setter. Shout out to Aardwolf, man. They sent me this joint setter. They didn't tell me they was gonna send it. They didn't call me afterwards. And these guys are straight up as cool as they come, man. They knew their product was good. They didn't have to do no talking. They just send it and they just do the talking. I've been using this about a year, I think. I've recharged this battery one time. One time. I'm telling you, this thing is freaking awesome, man. It is freaking awesome. Don't y'all think this joint setter is awesome?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's way better than the other.
I mean, the Gorilla Grip is good at what it does. This is better. I did a video comparing the two, but I swear I never saw it post. So I don't know if something happened between they getting it to Gary or what, but I don't know. I did what I could. Didn't post, there ain't nothing I can really do about it. Doing it a little awkward because I'm recording. I want y'all to be able to see. So the number one most important thing, if you want your seam to turn out good,
Before you put it together.
well, that does help. With a fruit splash. But I like a splash of schizo before I gizzo. If anybody tries to mount anything to your top while you're doing your seam, if you wear it back now, I recommend you stab them in the ear.
Nose again.
All joking aside, when you're running your seam, I don't like to do anything to my tops other than my seam, because they're just so, there's just such a high chance that something can happen and shift your tops. And we're not messing with the 10X Galax or whatever it is. When I found out from the tool truck, I'll have Tony pull those out. Let me get this seam set and I'll pull it out and I'll talk to you about it. But my tool guy, the owner of the company, Levi, he come by the shop. They come on Monday this week. They normally come on Tuesdays, but I got a new guy running the route, which the new guy seemed really nice. Everybody they send my way is nice, but man, I really liked the last guy. I really liked him, so I hate that he ain't be coming around no more. He's a good Christian guy. He was a pastor, so I can ask him questions a lot of times. Like the last time he was here, I had some biblical questions for him. I listened to that while I'm working, and it was talking about how after Jesus was crucified that he didn't go straight to heaven, that he went to hell for 3 days to show that he had the keys to life and death. I'm no theologian, I don't know it all, but that's why I asked him a question. That one of the thieves on the cross, the Lord said that you'll be with me in paradise tonight or something like that. And if Jesus went to hell for 3 days, it makes you wonder how he was there tonight. But he could have just meant in Abraham's bosom. Also time is different. So anyway, not to get on a big biblical conversation here, but anyways, he's a cool guy, so I'm gonna miss him. Alright, I shoved a bunch of this epoxy down in there. Now you want to make sure that you get it all pulled back together before it sets up on you. So I'm going to get it where it's squeezing together tight there. Then I'll wipe the excess off that's squeezing up. You're kind of on a time limit here, so you want to move fast. So now I'm going to set up my joint setters. Once it gets to, now it'll kick off and it's freaking silent. That's another thing that's great about these R Wolf. Once it gets to, you can set what air pressure you want it on before it kicks off. Mine's set to like 63. It seems to work perfect for me. Tony, you get down there and grab the joints, or grab the, make sure it's stuck good. I'm going to twist this together, and I need you to kind of pull down while, alright, it's pretty good.
Okay.
So I pulled this nice and tight there. So we should have squeezed out the bottom and out the top. Cleaning off any excess. There's the blade. So I check, double check, and triple check. To make sure everything stays how it's supposed to be. See, that's up a little bit right now. I want that down. Here might need to come up a bit. Not that bad, needs to come down.
Up those stairs, right straight to that way, and go up. Or the beach.
Sometimes when you start getting everything adjusted, it'll move on near her. So you gotta, zero everything in. essentially it don't take a whole lot of turning to cause some movement. I think we're feeling pretty good right now, man. Feeling pretty good. Bump that back. Oh, close enough. I got time. Alright, Tommy. I need to bump this back of here, man. So I'm gonna kill this for a second. Release these. I gotta bump it back.
So we wanna put that one.
Alright, fire it back up. I noticed my front was a little bit off. Alright, let's go. Alright, make sure your joint or your gravo's good. We're gonna have to pull this bad boy back together again. Ready?
Yep, 1, 2, 3.
That's good. So I could have left it and just dealt with it once everything dried, but I had to polish the crap out of that side. And I didn't want to do that. So I looked to see how much time I had before I set up, and I saw that I had enough to make my adjustments. So we went ahead and turned this off, relieved our pressure. That gave us the opportunity to bump it back and get everything like it's supposed to be. Now we're good to go. I'm trying not to get that epoxy on your face so it burns. I know, because I'm pretty sure I got some on my face at the moment. I always check underneath and make sure we're good under there as well. put any leftover. That is setting up. Just go ahead and put it under here. Fill in any little holes I had. Left likely. I haven't seen separate. I mean, if you do it properly, you really shouldn't have things separating anyways. The only time I ever have an issue with it is if the cabinets are extremely out of level and you got a lot of pressure constantly. Then over time, you may have your swing separate. And we've also got an install coming up in a week or so. It's a customer we did a job for before. When we had the big storm down here, a tree that went up through her porch fell over and hit her house, and it caused my seams to separate. So you can have circumstances like that. Yeah, good marriage. So the seam is setting up now. I've been using other stuff on my seams. We do a lot of quartz, so I probably could have put a little more hardener in it. So this here, this 10X Galax Easy, it's a 2-part. It's really good, man. It I think it's like UV, doesn't bother it. All that stuff is great, but the reason I like it is you get no yellowing at all. When you have a white quartz or a light gray quartz or any type of light color quartz, or light color granite or marble, you don't want any yellowing in your epoxy, and it really shows on that black quartz. So with the Akimi, the Vivid that I used, forget what brand it is. Anyway, I can get the color dead on for the quartz. I mean money. Get in there, put it together, man, that seam's invisible. Once it dries, I come back and it'll have a little yellow tint to it, which makes you be able to see that seam. And it's frustrating. So I started using this stuff here, and it doesn't yellow at all, and I can still get my colors correct. I do recommend you use like a digital scale or something to measure out how much of each side, so you're adequate on your amounts. But it takes 45 minutes is what the container says to set up. You know, I like to have my Akimi between like 5 and 10 minutes. 45 minutes is a long time to wait when you're on a job site for something to set up. I mean, if it's a huge job and you're working in multiple rooms, then you can pop that seam together and go in the other room, mount seams, do your backsplash, blah, 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 and 45 minutes ain't a big of a deal. But on a job like this, 45 minutes, man, that's a long time, you know? So, that's the downside to it, but, Levi did show me that they have a fast, this and a fast, but it's it don't come in tubes like this. It comes in like a pump, like one of the caulk guns with the double shaft that mixes. You know, like for the Akimi and the Big Dog and stuff you use for quartz. But anyway, I'm gonna try some of that. Yeah, caulk gun like that right there. But I don't know if it's a smaller one or if it's the same one. But these containers are smaller, so they're gonna let me know if I'm gonna try it out. But I'm trying to start using these or the Big Dog or whatever. I'm trying out some different ones of these for quarter because they don't yellow either. But
Yeah.
if I figure out which one I need and order it, then the quartz will be invisible. My friend, you see him comment on here sometimes, Herod19, Quality Kitchen Renovations, I think it's the name of his channel. He posted a video of a scene he did in quartz, man, and it's money, man. I mean, it's invisible. So, you know, if you get the right batch of this for the quartz you're using, you can make your scenes invisible. So right now we're pretty much waiting on this scene to finish drying so we can scrape it, polish the front, mount our sink, cut these shims and all that. I think the guys have pretty much got this side close to taken care of. We still gotta run the painter's caulk and all that stuff, and then I'll have to look over it, make sure everything's good to go. But we're getting close. I definitely should have put a little more hardener in that, but the good thing about it is when it does set up, it'll be super strong. All right, back corner keeps giving me a little problem. There we go. Once this does start setting, that's don't take off too awful long. Maybe 5 more minutes tops. I can go ahead and pop off these shims. I can do it and not shift the top, but I get nervous when other people do. Like I said, the pipe mostly set up. We're getting pretty close to being set up, Tony, so if you want to mount that dishwasher bracket now, I have a problem with it.
Although I do think the dishwashers or the bracket is really defeating the purpose of where the ears are. But they're screwed down on the sides and where the bracket is, I'm gonna have nowhere to screw it to.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, yeah, they can adjust their ears, but it's still not gonna be, it will be on that side, but not on this side. Like they can move this one over to that spot, it'll match up the holes, but even if you move this one to this spot, it's not gonna match up.
There ain't no place to screw it to. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no place to screw it to.
Are these side mounts?
Can't get it out, man. No, that's not what those are for.
Okay.
You won't do it. And you know, put the bracket in there, but if you're right, I ain't gonna lie, for the ears, I wanna go see if we got maybe a piece of wood or something we can put in there. Hey, Tony, I know what we can do.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put the bracket in place, don't mount it, get you a Sharpie, mark the hole, and then we'll get the small little drill bit, the pilot bit, and then we'll drill the hole, then we'll mount it in there, and then we'll have a hole where the ears are. You get me?
Mm-hmm. Anybody got anything like that?
I got 2 pins and a wide out, but I don't know if that'll work for you.
Right, might work.
There you go. I'll just see if there's a marker out here. I just got one.
Got it. I got it with the white out.
Alright, Big B. Are you using that polisher right now? I'll borrow it. Gracias. Oh, Lord of mercy, those are so good, I can. Yeah. The fruit splash ones are really good, and the cranberry ones are freaking good too, man. I'll be back. We'll have some working out.
You ever saw that movie, American? American Honey Pie or something like that.
American what?
American Honey, or American Honey.
Never heard of it.
Got a girl that.
Says about a girl started raising bees and selling honey.
No, it's a girl that lived in a bad environment, you know, growing up. Mama just in the bar, stepdad touching on her, and she sees this van pull up, and she's out digging for food in the dumpster. And it's a bunch of kids that going around selling magazines, but really they're going to these rich neighborhoods saying they're selling magazines, but then coming back and robbing the house. It's pretty good, man.
You get that worked out there, Super Brown?
I did. That was a good idea, thank you.
Oh, then there's one over here. That's the one you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Okay, I just wasn't expecting that.
Good man. that's one of the negatives to this battery-powered Makita. I don't know who in the ag sideways and left the fucking thing sitting over there, but they did. Your fucking hand always hits the button and turns it off.
Just like and share, send money to David McClellan. I get cash apps, checks.
And you can send some to Ramon Torres.
Venmo, cash app, Bitcoin, take them all. And what people didn't know is I created Bitcoin.
Right. I forgot that was you.
Well, I didn't know how much it would be worse. I sold it for $1.
Well, that would have been stupid.
Yeah. Oh no, I heard of this one guy. He had a crap ton of Bitcoin on a drive and threw it away.
Is that the
I
big?
don't know if y'all trying to pull rags out of this box or what, but here's another whole box of rags.
Was it the guy who ended up throwing all his Bitcoin in the dump?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. People are still looking for it.
And now here's another whole box.
You would think so. Well, on the hard drive, there wouldn't really be no way to prove that was yours and that it was illegal on there. And I cannot wait to watch the new Predator movie. It looks like it's gonna be a bust.
You said the new what movie?
Predator, same person that made Prey.
Oh yeah, I saw the preview for that, and I think the Predator talks in this one.
Yeah, he goes to the most dangerous world where everything's a predator. It's gonna be good.
ready for, Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man for New Day. Oh, and the new Godzilla.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. You got somebody say something,
Somebody said hi earlier. I don't know who it was. It said something about Axel something.
I ain't been looking, I ain't had time to look. Probably not, it's fucking been knocked around and freaking pointing at walls and. Passing my white out pins on it.
I think it's pretty cool that you can go on live and watch people from every country in the world. Real time. I just think that's so cool.
Yeah. Right. People like to see it, I like to see car crashes, man.
Yeah, that's true. It's like
I like to see people crashing out.
like how Struggle Jennings is drafted is actually Waylon Jennings' grandson. And he got caught in the biggest cocaine bust in Tennessee history. And he kind of made a rap talking about just like that. He stopped rapping about that type of stuff. People would stop listening. It comes all the way from here. I think I'll be good with, clean, seal it, and caulk it out.
Yeah, you should be good.
That one's already been stain removed.
I think Hydrex will just be fine. I mean, you can go ask him, David.
I can't.
It don't matter to me. I tried that for you when you was under the sink.
Oh, God.
Which one they want to go with?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going good.
Good.
Going good. Shouldn't be too awful much longer. I'm just surface polishing this thing, so it'll be perfectly smooth, and you'll be able to really see it at all when I finish.
On this, 'cause it's like, paneling on that side, you want me to use silicone or the caulk?
Painter's caulk.
You may try to get this filled in.
I'd squirt it in there, take a razor blade and smooth it over.
Alright.
I think once I get this polished, I put my skin coat in here, and then I camouflage it. This thing's gonna be invisible, unkillable. I'm gonna be able to tell there's a seam here. It's wore out. I need another. And it's jumpy. Sometimes it get jumpy when I put it on. It caused me to have marks. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to order another one. None of the trucks carry. I order from Brixton PL.
That's crazy, man. They're missing out on a lot of money out there. That's the most sense,
I need a hard backer pad.
I got my burn outside.
like that.
It will put on there, down if I don't need it.
Mike needs the faucet. Yeah, that's all, yeah, all right, good, he'll be back there. He's not doing exercise. Tell her to run, have to do some stretching.
And watch, same thing is gonna happen tonight. I'm gonna try to go to bed, not gonna be able to fall asleep.
Yeah. It's hard when you can't sleep, man.
Hey, I need some hardener, all my hardener's gone.
Alright, now I'm gonna change the tint of this a little bit. I'm gonna make it a little darker gray. Thank you.
Welcome. You want more?
You can squirt another one or two on there just in case we need it. That's good, thank you.
Cause I did my finger trying to get that freaking faucet hole bit out of there.
Ooh. Dang, how'd you do that?
You know, remember the old screwy thing we used to use to put up our sink clips?
Yeah.
So I took that outside and I banged it down, and the bit kind of pinched the back of my finger.
Yeah, it looks like it got you pretty
It did,
good.
it did.
As you can see, that's quite a bit darker than the first one. Now I'm gonna put this in here. Fill up in a pit or anything. Just like that.
You need alcohol, right?
Nah, I'm just sitting this on there so I don't get it all over. I might have to use that bathroom again while this is dry.
We'll caulk all down. This is the last time that needs anything done to it.
Awesome, we're about done. Okay. We're gonna let that dry. I'm sorry guys, but I've got to run to the restaurant. You know where Dave's at?
Outside, I believe.
I'll use the restroom and shut the door to it.
Alright guys, Mike is gone, but whenever you guys do a top polish, you always want to clean up all the mud that's leaking down on the cabinet.
You say you done?
With what? Oh, he got the skin coat on it, he just put it on there, he had to go to the bathroom. I was just explaining to the viewers to wipe down the cabinet after top polishing.
Yeah, 'cause top polishing is a mess.
It's a freaking mess, every time.
Yeah,
Just
see,
clean that
I've
stove, I
worked,
gotta clean that stove.
worked at Countertop Kings for about 5 years now. It's pretty fun doing countertops.
I was about to say 6, and you were there 2 years before.
Oh yeah, I started in 2020. Yeah. No, I started 2019, I think.
I think it was 2019.
But anyways, you just saw him top polish the seam. You can't even see it now at all. I think that's worth a thumb up and a subscription.
And donation.
And pizza.
Don't forget the donation.
222 Brixton Place. 2 large pizzas.
For punching Cyrax.
Now I can bring Dale Carter. He looks like Cyrax. We can make some videos with
Reno. Reno's gonna be Cyrax for Halloween.
I explained to the viewers why you were in the bathroom, the white counter cabinet after top polishing.
Huh?
I was explaining to the viewers to wipe down anything after top polishing.
Oh.
Good with you.
Just leave that. You can set it outside. I don't know if I need any more of it or not.
What, the cardboard or the tube?
No, you can take the tube. I thought you were talking about that cardboard and stuff on it. That's alright.
Oh, let me tell you, this last
They
week.
got dead on with that, didn't they?
Mhm. Right.
Gee whiz. Freaking ridiculous, man. Where's the faucet?
I think the customer has it.
I need that bit and that freaking drill and I need that faucet. That's freaking, that thing, man, that's half inch out of freaking square, out of center. Go get that faucet for me, Dave, so I can see how far I can pull it over.
Hey, sir. Let's see that faucet. Mike wants to see it.
Yeah. It's kind of tight getting that thing in. I know it was with the old one. Tight.
Oh, no, it'll go, that's not what my question. Are you leaving that on the here?
No, I can take it off, I think.
I don't care, I'm just asking.
You close this.
I don't like one
I cleaned, I haven't seen it
difference.
yet. We're just gonna need a re-cleaning because I'll stop polishing.
Well. What do you do? Put it on there with top around it? You need something to keep it from the water going.
Most of them have this one looks like you kinda have to.
Yeah.
Most of them have a washer in there,
Yeah.
so it looks like you're gonna have to keep that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
Well, that makes it easier. We got a little out of line on this freaking hole here. But if you're using that, we got a foot to play with.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you can.
But if you weren't gonna use it, I wanted to see how much play I had to pull it up. 'Cause you got quite a bit of play in these, and I just wanted to see how far I could bring it over.
Yeah.
You know, even without wallering it, I could have probably got it dead center with just a play, but I wanted to check it. I didn't want to take too much. That's the first one I seen that didn't have a washer. Tony, hold this for me, bros. I've dealt with about 1 million of them.
How they typically say it, just typically.
This goes to the right or to the left?
Head to the right.
Something like that,
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but when you get used to it, it's
Yeah, oh,
hard
yeah.
to change.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Adjusted.
It is, you get used to certain
The
things.
printer needs a bigger,
Yeah, really.
it's getting to be too much in here.
Hey, Tony,
Yeah.
get under here and see what I'm grabbing on. Am I hitting on something?
Oh, yeah, there was a plug down here.
Or what?
Good now?
Alright, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, there's a plug directly under that hole.
I can get us dead center, so we're good.
Hey, if you guys have to do any work on the floor, kneel down or anything, these are.
Yeah, those do help, and freaking, I've got them all over the.
Or not, just feel free to use those, I'll put them right here.
Alright. And just in case you decide that you do wanna just put some silicone or line grip or something. Oh yeah, we're still good. You can just use that if you wanted, man. Just put you a little bit of silicone or line grip or whatever, and tighten it down. I think it looks nice like
Yeah,
that.
I like it like that.
I mean, it looks fine the other way. Make it a little easier to get that piece in there anyway.
Tell you what's gonna be nice is having this, you know, when I'm cleaning and stuff. just-
Wiping it down in there
Yeah.
instead of having to go over a hump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the undermount sure does make it nice.
I don't think I've ever had one except up in the upstairs bathroom.
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah,
had one in
they're
the kitchen.
nice. Dave, will you hold this for me?
Here, I hold it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
You put it to work. Ain't got done much today. Is it raining yet?
You know.
You
Got
want
it
me
all
to
day.
put these back on? I mean, you're picking it up. so I take it back
I'm looking
off.
forward to it.
You remember how it goes?
Yeah. Back under my
All right,
blanket.
this one and then
I
that
said I'm
one.
looking forward to getting back under my
And
blanket.
then
Oh,
this
yeah,
here,
absolutely.
I guess I'm just gonna cost you more time if I put it back together. And then this here, it just snaps, so,
Yeah,
just wherever you wanna put it,
yeah, 'cause that, you'll have to adjust it no matter what when you get in there, it's always.
Yep, and then these pieces here, so I'll just leave that with you. Thank you for getting it, I'm sorry. I
No
just-
problem, no.
I noticed that David got a little off, and it's hard when you start this bit. you
Oh,
have to
yeah, and it's
start
going
like
all over,
this,
heck, yeah, I know how that goes.
Oh, here's your piece here too. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No, that.
I just wanna make sure we can get it dead
I'm
center.
glad other people do it, they're the professionals, 'cause I sure mess it up.
There you go, sir.
Yeah, right. There we go. Don't hesitate to ask if you need anything. Here, you want like, that hurt your knees, get those pads, they'll help you a lot.
I'm alright, it's the last time I gotta get on my feet.
What's that?
Well, until Friday.
Well, I know, I already put that.
But I'm pretty sure we're not all gonna go, wait, we have that island. No, that's Monday. What's Friday?
Friday.
Friday's that Dallas White, right?
Yeah, it's,
Right, so, yeah, we probably will all be going. I think me and Mike can handle that one.
and then plus, Thursday, I have an appointment, so,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
well, I should still be able to finish that job, no problem. I'm already posted out, and a couple other jobs.
I wonder what my aunt's making for dinner tonight. Last night I made quesadillas and tostones, which are just fried plantains. See, I like this. Call that by a different name, but so good. My grandma used to make it when I was a kid, and every time I went over there, I used to ask her all the time.
Really, I'm not even sure what a plantain is.
It's just like an unripened banana, pretty much.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know, them little ones.
No, it looks like a banana. That's the only thing it has in common with a banana. It looks like a large banana.
Are they green?
Sometimes.
I was thinking, little green.
No, plantains are large. Plantains are larger than a banana.
Yeah, I was telling them what I was at for dinner last night.
Yeah,
Fried
plantains.
and quesadillas.
Yeah, that's a typical Puerto Rican style dinner.
Yep.
We have plantains. If I'm lucky, we have them 3 times a week at least. Now, David, there's different ways. Like you said, there are green plantains. If you cook up the green plantains, they're going to be like a regular potato chip in flavor, just like just like a plain potato chip.
Yeah.
Thicker. Yeah,
Does she match hers?
No, her brother does.
Okay.
I like them like that too.
Like what?
Mashed.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you flatten them down, then you stick them in some oil and fry them.
Yeah. I had them like that for the first time over at Jose's house. We usually have big dinners over there, but so if you get the green ones, that's going to be the flavor of it, okay? We usually cut them like medallion size, or not at an angle, but if you get them yellow, they're going to be a little sweeter than the green ones.
Those are my favorites right
Oh,
there.
I prefer that.
And if you get them dang near black, then they're really sweet, but the texture's really soft. They're like mushy. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, it's like eating baby food kind of.
Yeah.
I can do the mushy.
Oh, the mushy ones, dude, I could eat a whole plate of just the mushy ones, man.
I mean, I can eat the banana baby food. That tastes good.
Oh, God, it does taste good. I'm not gonna lie.
I ain't never ate no baby food. Maybe when I was a baby, I guess.
I used to steal it from my baby sister when she was first born.
Yeah.
But with my daughter, her favorite thing was oats with some strawberry yogurt mixed with oats.
Dude, I don't remember my son really switching over to baby food, man.
My daughter didn't really eat a lot of baby food either.
He went from formula to like regular food.
Her too.
Um,
That's why I got to eat most of the hers.
It's terrible.
Sorry. Babe, will you hand me that alcohol? Thank you. If you think you want a stranger.
That's what I think that college jobs quicker with a grinder than
They have more power, you know. That's why you feel that way. when this new compressor comes in, I think you're gonna be impressed at the difference.
I can't wait.
That's what I was thinking, especially how strong my upholstery is already.
Yeah, I think,
I think it's gonna be super strong.
I've got that piece in the back, it's like an actuator, I think. Hopefully we can get it hooked up properly, and,
You talking about that tall one?
it's a big thing in the back cabinet back there, in a white box. I'll show you, kinda like the thing on the saw, and you can adjust the PSI.
Mhm.
So the polisher are supposed to run at 90 PSI, and it's supposed to pull 16 CFM at 90 PSI. That compressor's gonna be putting out like right at 40 CFM.
Well, I've been meaning to ask you, you want me to bring my pressure washer up to do them floors one night?
You can, we need to do it, but we got a lot, we got to keep trying to think out of money.
So much to do.
Like to get,
We gotta finish that wall, we gotta find a way to get our wood stove hooked up.
yeah, I'd like to get the,
Man, them wood
the
stoves
wood stove
are,
hooked up.
Keep up with our
them
jobs.
wood stoves are super easy to hook up, man.
The guys,
All you gotta do is pipe out the wall.
I like how Richard's got.
the
Yeah.
guys, Pro, you know, the ones they always do jobs for, they told me a place where I can go get that kit, like the cheapest place around,
Yeah.
and, hook that wood stove up. The thing about it is, we're gonna get wood for it. I don't know how to use a chainsaw, never used one, to be honest, I'm scared.
I remember I was on the bridge crew.
Yeah,
That's all
so,
we did. I know how to.
if you can show me how to use the, chainsaw, or you can saw wood, you know, we'll probably get away with buying a truckload of it or whatever.
And actually, I'm not 100% sure if I put the order in, but order a chainsaw because there's a tree that needs to come down in my yard.
Yeah.
I can do that. We used, like at the bridge program, we would go in Blue Ridge Parkway and Black Mountain and stuff like that, and just cut trees big enough, wide enough path to for hell attack to come through
Yeah.
for ambulances, and then we would chop the wood, which sucked.
I don't know, but I'm gonna put a little bit of this on. I thought that one.
People just got a close-up of my beautiful face.
I mean, back there at the woods at my house, man, there's a bunch of old trees that are dead and fell over. I mean, if we need a wood, we can cut them.
Yeah. Man, when I get that chainsaw in, I'll come over one day and drop him for you.
Yeah.
There's a couple different ways you can drop a tree to make it go the way you want.
Well, they're already dropped, they're laying on the ground.
Or,
Yeah. Yeah, it's not my land, I can't cut it in ground.
yeah, like one way is cool. You can cut the chainsaw into it, go down, do the other side to the other side,
Yeah.
and then do your regular notch on one end, and then go back to the other side and cut it. And where you cut that notch, like a little board, it just slides right down on that and drops.
Okay.
I just watched a video of these guys trying to cut down a tree and they dropped it down their mom's house.
Yeah. Now some trees that's real big, you gotta have a rope.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
I used to climb trees too on bridge. They give you the boots with the spikes. And then you have a rope that's like probably like 10 foot long with your chainsaw hooked to it.
Okay.
I like that tree.
Huh?
I like doing stuff like that. Cutting trees, cherry bushes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they are. You have to let the mic, close it there.
And really, if you didn't wanna spend the money for the whole kit,
Hey, baby,
Good to
how you
get-
doing?
I'm back. I'm here.
How you doing, baby?
Wonderful girl.
That's a pretty good.
you can just skip that spot right here.
No, I wouldn't worry about that.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay.
Let me use that to clean this sink real quick, Tommy. Oh, I use this to clean my sink, or, you know, if we touch a stainless dishwasher or something, this works real good. clean everything up as best we can. And the customers are getting wrong. But we still like to run a beat of painter's talk, just kind of make it look nice and finished. I see you already gave extra stuff.
David did.
I ain't go over it, but
He said he didn't go over it with them.
paper. Last time I went over with a person, they was like, how long is this last? I was like, I think he says 12 years, but I'm not sure. You gotta ask him. And that's what, he told me that last 12 years.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was there.
And I straight up told him, but I'm not sure. You gotta ask Mike.
So how long are we supposed to wait before we use or something?
Alright, I'll go over this after field with you right now.
Okay, and that's all right, just go over with my wife, I gotta go to,
Okay.
pick up my drink.
Alright, I'll go over
Oh,
it with
you
you.
just go over it, that'd be fine.
You can, it takes several hours for this sealer to fully soak in.
Yeah.
You'll see it, it'll look a little splotchy as it's drying, and you'll get fingerprints and stuff on it while it's wet. It's not the end of the world. I tell everybody in the morning, take a dry rag or paper towel, just wipe any haze off of it.
Okay.
You can use it this evening, it ain't gonna hurt anything. Just put a plate or paper towel down so you don't put your food on it, getting chemicals on your food. You're not gonna hurt this. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
So the only thing, you'll just put fingerprints and stuff on it, but, you're gonna be wiping it off in the morning anyway, so, you know, it ain't no big deal.
Okay, yeah, well, I guess it's sort of like car waxing.
Yeah, it's a lot like it, it's a lot like that. It really is. Well, it's nice meeting you, brother.
Yeah, man,
And,
good meeting you, and I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, we're about finished up, and we'll get out of here, and I'll go over that with her.
Leave a review, he gives you a couple more.
For sure.
I'll get everything cleaned up best we can here.
She's got the checkbook anyway.
Yeah, no worries.
I get $2 a day, so if I'm good.
Trust me, Melissa handles all the finance. I had to ask her for gas money on the way here.
Yeah, I get $2 a day for the ride.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you guys. I really
Oh, yes,
appreciate
sir, thank you. You were great customers. I appreciate it.
it.
Yeah, give us
Appreciate
another
people that
thumbs
can
up.
do this and do it right, 'cause
And we try to do the best
There's
job
one,
we can.
give us another thumbs up. And like,
you guys came highly
comment.
recommended. Michael Ward said
Tell me
you
how
guys
ugly
have
I am.
always been good for us.
Most
Yeah,
of our jobs come from, repeat.
Doesn't matter.
Recommendations.
Let's do this.
We're blessed in that.
Come to my channel.
Do it right.
It's called I'm Better Than You.
Some of the other sites don't work out. You can see their scene from across the room, you know, and it's unreal. We did a job, I know you gotta go, but we did a job with last week or the week before, Tony, the one where we carried up the stairs.
The week before,
Well,
yeah.
after we got on the top, and we were at this point right now, and tell them now, and he's like, yeah, we'll tell them now, and it's like, we hired another countertop company before y'all. He said they were highly recommended by some people at our church. He said they showed up, he said they went to carry the top up the stairs, just like y'all did. He said they fell through freaking, the handrails on the stairs, broke the top.
Oh, my God.
Died.
That was all that, oh, my God.
So then they brought another top back. They brought that top back, the seam in it, and, put the seam together. Like this. The customer had to bring his just level in so they can figure out how to straighten it out.
Think I
Then when they
That's
got
good for you.
the sink out, they broke that top again. And when they was trying to pull the broke top off of the cabinet, they dropped it on his floor and tore his floor up. And at some point during all that, they dropped his sink off his floor, his sink all up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it just kept going and kept going. I was like, oh my, I was like, I'm sorry, man. He was like, I didn't want to be that customer when I got to your shop to tell y'all all about it. I didn't want to scare y'all when you got here today, so I waited till it's about done. He is an awesome customer. But, I know he had to be worried when Melissa goes over all the Kentworth with you.
Yeah.
And she had told me, he had a bunch of stairs, there's a video of it, it's called, carrying a big L-top upstairs or something, and it was a big top.
Yeah.
And Melissa told me I needed to put a sink.
Another day,
But I tried to do as big as I can without a sink, and I forgot about the stairs.
Install down.
She tells me 2
Go back
weeks,
to
you
the
know,
shop.
ahead of
Work on
time, and then
some
we
stuff
cut,
at
and
the
I just
shop.
forget. So
Or
we
you
got
might say to
there,
wrap it up.
and,
Who knows?
I seen those stairs, and I'm like, oh my God, I should have done seen
The job took
I
about
mean, they was like straight up and down.
4 hours.
There was like 20 of them. I mean, it was
It was a
it
good
was a lot, man.
job chat.
So we're going up
So-
there laying our templates on the cabinets and stuff
Send
like
us
that.
some lights.
And I'm nervous as crap, cause it's same
Maybe
like
some
three,
more.
man, and, I'm like, Lord, you know.
And y'all have a good day.
Make it up here
Like and
Saturday, you know.
subscribe.
And I was like,
There'll
"Yeah,
be
that's
more."
fine." He's like, yeah, and I'm like,
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry, man, I'm just a little bit nervous.
Looks good.
Stairs, he's like,
Thank you.
why? Because of the weight of it or
Customer
whatever?
likes the job,
I'm like,
says
yeah,
it's good.
I was like, the weight of it, and the stairs are real steep. He's like, yeah, they're real steep, and, I was like, well, we'll get it though, you know, don't stress.
I'm gonna set you right here, so.
We got it. You know, after he told me the situation, what happened, I bet he was like, oh God, it's gonna be a repeat, you know what I mean? But he said those guys, they didn't have like the tools we had and all that, like,
Look, see, I was like, give me some light, and I like
you
it.
probably heard
Yeah,
it.
I was like,
And now we have one viewer again.
Well, you can put that on the side of the stone,
It was
front
too.
or back. and get
Earlier we
a
had
man
10.
On it that help with
Really?
the weight of it, and we got another
Where'd y'all
little part
go?
up there that you can attach to the bottom of it.
You don't like
Once you
seeing
get to a
people that's
certain
better
point,
than you.
can
I
put
don't
it on,
care.
like, the end of the stairs
You know where I'm
and stuff,
from?
so. The tools make
India?
a good job, but you also got patience.
I'm from the west side.
You can't be in a hurry, you can't.
No, you gotta just try to do stuff right.
We do countertops around here.
Oh, that's for sure.
Big boy
It is
says.
nice meeting you,
Yeah,
man.
good meeting
I
you,
appreciate
I
it.
promise you will.
So come to
I'm
the
gonna go
channel.
over the aftercare.
I'll do, I'll probably. we'll get-
There's Mike right there.
Thank you.
He's about to go over here to aftercare with the customer. There he is again. There's the customer.
I'll have, I don't know the balance, I'll have to get your shoot out there.
Where's our top fans at? Show us something. Send us something.
You're talking to no one, David. There's nobody there.
Tony, you
Yeah.
run out there and get the file?
Yeah.
Aftercare, it's
These
mostly
liftings,
constant.
These are good, especially on a hot day.
Same thing.
These are really good.
Dropping it, that's after 6 or 8 hours. So tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, so you can just use a paper towel,
Okay.
you can use a microfiber rag,
Alright.
you can use those,
Got those.
box rags like we use in here, anything, basically anything to wipe the haze off.
Just wipe the haze off, there's not a whole lot of rubbing, or just?
No, it says buffing, but that's just kind of wording, really, you're just wiping any residue that's off.
Okay,
And where we ran into a problem with that is like, some people, they'll put a bunch of it on there and then they won't wipe off that excess. And then say we're at a house that nobody lives in, they're flipping it, or it's a new construction. And maybe somebody ain't gonna be there for a week or two and they're going to be working in there all day. Well, then any dust in the house lays on it and that stuff sits there for like 2 weeks and then it's like very hard to get off.
okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's exactly the same.
1,193.47? Yep, and 46, doesn't matter.
But, you know, as long as you do it in a day or two, and it's gonna take you 5 minutes tops to wipe it off. It's
Don't
not
really
taking
freak
long.
out about it, just do it.
No,
Just wipe it down more than any other time.
Yep, that's it. And like I was telling him, you may get fingerprints and stuff on it this afternoon while it's drying and stuff. Ain't no big deal, you're gonna wipe it off anyways. You can set stuff on it, use it, just, I recommend you put a paper towel or a plate down, that way you don't get any chemicals on your food. Underneath where it connects to the cabinets, we put a bead of Color Max silicone under there, so just if you stick your hand under there, be careful, it might get on your hand, it might get on your clothes, it ain't the end of the world if you touch it, ain't gonna hurt a thing, other than it might get on you, under here.
Okay,
Also where it connects to the wall, I know you guys are getting tile.
Yeah.
But we always put a bead of painter's caulk back there. Number one, it makes it look more finished. Number two, if you spill something on it while you're waiting to get your towel up, it'll keep it from going down in your cabinets and all
Okay.
that, so.
yeah, I don't know how long it'll be till Mike gets to do that.
Yeah, it's just,
Kind of works me in his projects, he's,
same way as me at the shop. I do what I can when I can. I try to make time when I get it. But if you touch that, it might get on your hands or clothes, but it ain't the end of the world if you do. It's all gonna be covered up with the towel.
so if I put out like down, do I have to avoid the silicone
Well,
here?
that's why we tell you to wait till the morning. All that'll be dry in the morning. If you
Okay.
touch It won't hurt a thing.
Something said, it said 24 hours silicone.
That's for the sink, that's what it says on the containers of silicone.
Mhm.
You can hook that sink up first thing in the morning, it won't hurt a
Okay,
thing.
good.
After a couple hours, I guarantee you could pull it off by hand, and right now, I guarantee if we took all the hardware off of it, you couldn't pull it off there by hand. We could probably stand in it right now, I'm telling you, this new stuff we got is unreal tough, ain't it, Tommy?
It is.
So tomorrow, I tell everybody, tomorrow morning you can hook your sink up. Some people wanna do it that night, and I tell you, I mean, it's your house, you do what you want, I'm supposed to say you wait till the morning, but that stuff, you probably okay with it, like 2 or 3 hours, probably do what you want. If you get anything sticky on the top, you can take razor blades like we was using and just scrape it right off, you'll never scratch that top using a razor blade on it.
Okay,
Everyday cleaning, they probably 100 different things out there they sell them for you to clean it with. I know Walmart's got 3 or 4, Lowe's got 3 or 4.
like stone granite spray bottle that I
Yep.
use in the back bathroom.
And that'll work absolutely fine. What we tell people to use is Dawn dish soap and water. Number one, it's the cheapest thing. I mean, you can buy a bottle of Dawn for what,
I use it anyway.
$5, and then get a spray bottle like we got, and I've got video showing how you mix it. You just put the water in first, if not, you get a bunch of suds. I've got video showing how good it does on the stone. With the Dawn dish soap and water, your sealer will last you a really long time. I think on the can it says like 3 years, but it all depends on how you use them. If you use a Dawn dish soap and water and take care of it like a normal person, it'll last you 7 or 8 years.
Okay.
You know, if you get like denatured alcohol or something like that on it, that will take your sealer off, but you know, normal everyday use, it'll last you a while. And you can call us, we can come back out and seal it, or you can do it yourself. I mean, it's, take some denatured alcohol, clean everything off, strip it down to the bare stone, and then just put your sealer on it, wipe it in, wait till the next day, buff off any haze. They different ones come with different directions on it. Some of them tell you to put on a coating and wait a couple hours, but don't worry about any of that. Let's see. Hot pots and pans, that's something that is debatable in the industry. A lot of places tell you don't put hot pots and pans on it, it'll leave marks or whatever. I've got a video about that as well. I took 3 or 4 different types of natural stone, 3 or 4 different types of quartz, and I got the blade we cut with and put it on a camping stove and got it glowing literally red hot where I could touch it with a crayon and it could catch on fire. I took that red hot blade with a set of channel locks and I set it on each one of them, left it there till it got totally cold. I could pick it up with my hand. I had no color or texture change on any of the stones. So I tell people they can set their hot pots and pans on there. I don't think anybody's gonna get a pan burning red hot, but a lot of people still use some type of little trinket or something to set it on just because the stuff's nice and it costs a lot. But if it by accident sets something on it, it ain't gonna hurt it.
Okay. I've never done it, even to the other ones, I wouldn't put anything directly on. I've
Yeah.
always,
Most people are nervous about it. The only way I was able to get color and texture change is I took a propane torch and I held it just in the same spot, and at about 2 minutes, then I started to get color and texture change. I've even set it on fire outside to see what it, you name it, I've done a video on it. We've stood in the sinks, put a bunch of weight in the sinks, pulled a car on backsplash. We've done a lot of different videos. Let's see.
it's kind of like a Mythbusters episode here.
Well, anything that I put on this, I wanted to test it. For years, when I worked for other people, you know, I just told them what they told me to tell them, just because that's what they told me, and I don't like to lie, so, I tested it out and made sure it was the truth, and, it is. Anything that's on there, I've tested, and it's a fact. And that's about it. The only place that we really had any, issues with the cabinets, right there where I guess that's a new cabinet, by
Yeah.
the dishwasher.
Yeah, Mike just put that in this week.
So it's, right there, it's that little out of level, probably, I don't know, a quarter inch or so. But we shimmed it up real good, all the way around. You should never have any issues with it. That's where people run into problems, is that your installers don't know what they're doing, they don't shim it up properly, and then if you put too much pressure on it, it'll pop, you know? Or they don't shim it up properly and level up their seam properly, and they have pressure constantly over a large amount of time, and eventually the seam pops. Everything here is shimmed up well. Also, that silicone acts as kind of a base for it to set on as well once it sets up. You should never have any problems. I don't recommend anybody stands on the sink bars there and changes lights or paints, which I don't foresee y'all trying to stand on it, but, I don't really see you having any problems. I went ahead and surface polished your seam also. I know you come in here and see me doing that. I'm sure you heard me doing that, but, it makes it to where you can't really feel your seam and you can't really see it. Our goal is to take a step back and not really be able to see the seam. And we've definitely accomplished that here. I think you have to look for it when you go up there. If you didn't know where it was, you'd probably have a hard time finding it, but, I think that's the spiel. Do you have any more questions for me?
No.
All right. Well, thank y'all very much. Y'all were awesome customers. It's always nice, to have nice customers and let us do our job and all that, so we appreciate it. If you have any questions or anything, just call the shop, Melissa. If Melissa can't answer it, she'll come and get me and call you back, so, and if we do need to come out here for something, we don't have a lot of employees, so it probably won't be that same day, but we'll get out here within a day or two if you have any issues. So, thank you very much, and, we will, definitely, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's all your stuff, and,
Camera
we'll see you.
Kings out.
Yeah, Dan
To
will
the
write
next
your review,
one.
he's good at doing that.
Uh,
Dan will write your review, he's good at doing that.
okay, cool, thank you. All right, guys, we're wrapping it up. We will see you later.
Make sure you leave the charger.
Let's see, I don't know.